So, good morning, everyone. Today I will be talking about writing an essay. So, there are four types of essay, which are argumentative essays, expository essays, narrative essays, and descriptive essays. So, firstly, argumentative essays are essays where you require to form an opinion via research and build an evidence-based argument in your essay. Secondly, expository essays are essays where require you to have knowledge of a topic and you need to communicate your information and your knowledge clearly through your essays. And thirdly, narrative essay, which require creative language use and you are supposed to narrate a story in your essay. And lastly, descriptive essays, which also require creative language used, but instead of narrating a story, you are describing the details of a story. So now we are talking about how to write an essay. So firstly, you are supposed to make an outline. Secondly, you should acquire a solid understanding of basic grammar, style, and punctuation, which I will be talking about later. Thirdly, you are supposed to use the right vocabulary for your essay. And fourth, you are supposed to understand the instruction or titles given before even writing your essay or even making an outline. And lastly, you should know how to make a proper conclusion for argumentative and expository essay or closure for narrative and descriptive essay to conclude your essay. So firstly, we will be talking about making an outline. So what is an outline? An outline is a basic structure of an essay that is created as a guideline while writing an essay. So basically, an outline is your kerangka karangan. And how to make an outline? So an outline must have an introduction, main point, and evidence, and also a conclusion. So an outline doesn't require a proper sentence and it can be written in point form, which means that you don't need to waste a lot of time in making an outline. And it is better to have three solid points in each main point as an evidence or description to support your main point. So there are many benefits of making an outline. So you can avoid going off topic in essay because you already have the guidelines. You will also have more understanding of the instruction or title because making an outline require you to read properly the instruction or title given, and you will have some basic idea on what to write, which will avoid you wasting your time while writing if you are going through some writer's block. And also you can write the essay in a more systematic way because you already have the guidelines, you already have an idea of what you are going to write in your essay. So secondly, acquiring a solid understanding of basic grammar, style, and punctuation. Okay, this is very important because it will be easier to understand the essay if it's written in proper grammar and punctuation. And a lot of people tend to not have solid understanding of basic grammar, style, and punctuation. They usually just wing it in the essay, and this may cause the essay to look or to sound a little bit weird because of the tenses used are wrong. And also it is important because you need to know the proper usage of certain words and tenses so that it can be understood easier, and knowing whether the events happen in the past or present. So in your essay, if you are mixing present tense and past tense, people might not know whether the story happened in the past or is it happening now. And also This is very important for argumentative essay or expository essay, which is to use active voice instead of the passive whenever possible. Because by using active voice, it can make your tone of your essay stronger, which shows confidence in your point, and this will make your essay sounds more believable because of the confidence you have while you are writing your evidence in your your evidence in the essay to support your main point. Using the right vocabulary. So a lot of people tend to use way too much bombastic words, but they don't know the meaning. They just do it because they saw it in the website or online. So yeah, therefore the first point, which is the most important one, is try not to use too much bombastic words. It is really good to use bombastic words, but using way too many of it without knowing the meaning of it or the context of the word will make the essay sounds weird and hard to be understood. Secondly, you should also avoid using obscure or vague vocabulary. The usage of obscure or vague vocabulary might take away the clarity or the main point of the essay. This will give a blurry line to your main point, and it makes you sound less confident in your essay, and this will make your essay sounds not that believable. And thirdly, you should also broaden your glossary, so you can use more types of words that repeat to avoid the essay sounding boring or monotone. So you can broaden your glossary by reading, and by reading you can get more words which are like the synonyms of certain words, and you can exchange it in the essay so that it doesn't sound boring and monotone and repetitive. And also lastly, you should always use proper language or vocabulary in the essay. You should avoid using short forms or slangs in an essay, especially those online slangs and those um, messaging language. You should avoid that because an essay is supposed to sound proper and formal. Thirdly, you for the I think this is the fourth one. Sorry, the fourth one, understanding the instruction given or the title given. This is very important, but a lot of people tend to not understand the not wanting to understand the instruction or the title given, as they thought it is a waste of their time. By not understanding the instruction given may cause the essay to be off topic. Therefore, it will cause your marks being deducted due to being off topic and lack of required content of the essay, because you already went off topic, which means that you didn't answer whatever the instruction wanted, or you didn't give the point of the for the title given. And lastly, writing a conclusion. So this is for argumentative and expository essays. So what is a conclusion? Conclusion of an essay is something that ties all the main points together. And conclusion should not be a restatement of your introduction. And also, lastly, a proper conclusion quickly outlines the key evidence discussed in the body of an essay and directly ties it to the research source. For argumentative essay, to show how this evidence prove or disprove the main argument of one's research. So okay, so you, instead of giving um like instead of rewriting your introduction, a conclusion is something that put all together your main points, and I'm sorry, conclusion of an essay is the like to sum up everything, your main points, your arguments into one paragraph, to to prove the main arguments of one's research, as in your research. And lastly, writing a closure. This is specially for narrative and descriptive essays. So closure is the ending of a story written or the end of a description. So at this paragraph, you are supposed to state your feelings at the end of the day. This is for narrative essay, or feeling towards something, which is for descriptive essay. You can also state your hope for the future with the scenario or the object you are describing. So a closure is to close your story, to make a story, whether it's a happy ending or a sad ending. Yeah, it is to sum up your story, to give a proper closure to your story. Yeah, so this is a closure of your essay. And thank you. I'm sorry if I sound choppy or can't I might stutter a little bit. I'm sorry for that, but thank you for lending your ears and giving me the opportunity to try and do this flip classroom. Yeah. So thank you.